Hey there guys, Noodle here. I don't know who I am. I don't know why my cat goes in my room and then wants out my room and then afterwards, not even a few minutes, wants to go in my room. I really need to have my doorknob replaced so he can push it. Anyway, this is the first video from Pyrex that I am going to watch with you guys today. And that is the video about Cesario, the shining star of Umamusume. I wonder why he titled it this way. Right? I know Cesario won that G1 in America. And I like, for me personally, for my own personal taste, Cesario, the Umamusume character, is, for me, again, this is just me, personal preference, right? One of the more beautiful Umamusume, right? She's very elegant, she's pretty, right? Kind of funny, the very huge contrast between her and Special Week. Anyway, without further ado, Pyrex's video about Cesario, the star, the shining star. I ain't cutting that. The shining star of Umamusume. Let's go.
Even long after a racehorse's career, their accomplishments act to solidify their presence in the extensive history of the sport.
It was a bit loud
for
me.
some, decades and even centuries pass with their names still immortalized.
Look at that. I saw a video, I saw a meme, like, with Forever Young and Maruzensky. It says Forever Young, under Forever Young, and Forever Old. I'm not gonna lie, if she's forever old but she looks like this, I don't mind, man. I don't mind hanging out with grandma.
In horse racing history. For one Uma, she'd intend to follow this exact path, pursuing a dream that would far outlive her time racing, acting as a guiding light to those who would be inspired and follow in her footsteps.
Oh,
a legacy
that is cool.
That would not only make history, but will also carry on to future generations to come. This is the story of Cesario, the Japanese superstar.
Oh!
Cesario was a mare born on March 31st, 2002 at Northern Farm in Hokkaido. Before we can fully dive into Cesario's history, we need to first refer to her extensive pedigree. As Umamusume fans,
there she is,
clearly stand out. In addition to notable names present in her pedigree, such as Alma Mound, Northern Dancer, Hail to Reason, and Sunday Silence, Cesario will be sired by Special Week. Special Week, the main character of Umamusume's first season, would make history, claiming victory at the 1999 Japan Cup against a roster of strong international competitors. Cesario's dam was Kirov Premier, a bay filly from Great Britain. Premier had a fairly good history on turf-based tracks, only adding to the strong pedigree already present from Cesario's sire's side. Cesario's name refers to a character from the Shakespearean play Twelfth Night, in which the lead character, Viola, must adopt the identity of a man for an extended period of time, using the alias Cesario. This would also be personified in Umamusume.
But to me, who's a dumbass, when I hear Cesario, I hear the wrestler.
Where Cesario presents two versions
because I'm not
herself.
cultured.
Her seriousness while training and racing are depicted as a more masculine
dude, she's so pretty
tone, while her relaxed side is displayed as being more feminine. This isn't an instance like Still in Love.
Oh no, dude, no, hell no. It's just somebody who stands business, right? Like, hey, I am professional right now, but like, you know, off the clock, you know, she can, like, you know, funnily enough, because she has short hair, let her hair loose. This bitch, no offense, a lot of fans, but this is a walking, talking DID. Okay, this is a
two completely different personalities, but instead, as the game describes,
bipolar at the slightest, right?
It's treated as something more along the line.
Dude, I love the color palette of Cesario. She's so pretty. Holy shit. Not as pretty as my wife, Mr. CB, but, you know, still up there. Plus, I love that they retain Special Weeks like eye color.
Lines of an on and off switch. Cesario is aware of when she needs to be more serious or lax in certain scenarios, with her lax side emerging most when she's with the trainer. Speaking of relaxing, when I'm not making these videos, I normally enjoy taking a break by playing
Is this an ad? This is an ad, isn't it?
various games that test my tactical capabilities and patience. And that leads into today's sponsor,
Alright.
Etheria Restart.
That's a
Etheria
game.
Restart is a
Oh, it is a
brand new
game.
strategy RPG where players engage in dynamic turn-based combat and battle in real-time PvP arenas.
That looks
Etheria
good.
Restart's vibrant PvP modes bring a fresh and competitive aspect to the game as well, promoting unique experiences for players to participate in. On September 25th, Etheria Restart will be officially launching in East Asia, and to celebrate this, Global Fest will begin on global servers. This will bring festive events to everyone participating and exclusive in-game rewards.
I wonder
Don't just take my
if
word
this game
for
did
it.
well.
Etheria CN has also collabed with many big names in esports for this event, such as KG, Uzi, and Zhao Hai.
Dude, Uzi looks so skinny here now. I'm just
Global-
glad that, for those who don't know, Uzi is the Chinese GOAT League of Legends player.
Fest will be live from September 25th to October 23rd,
But to me and to other degenerates, it's still the Shy. Sorry.
giving all of you a chance to fully explore what Etheria Restart has to offer. Alongside a 7-day login event, be sure to also use code Etheria0925 for 10 free summons when you sign up.
10 free
This
summons.
event isn't only for new players, but returning veterans as well.
Dude, why don't Umamusume do this? Like, have their biggest content creators or anybody else and just like have those enter, Pyrex 2026 for a free temple. I would do that because it's free. So and the content creators get, paid.
If you're debating returning to the game, an exclusive 21-day login bonus will be available for you returning players.
Oh.
Finally, this update will bring 2 brand new characters to be available.
Are these CDs? It looks like CDs. These look like fucking CDs and like diskettes.
For you returning
You guys don't
players.
know what that is.
Finally, this update will bring 2 brand new characters to the scene, Kokardi
Oh,
and Mizusumi Aya.
damn,
That's
she
not
hot.
all. A new limited skin for Yeli will also be available.
Damn, she hotter.
Personally, I think the art for this game
Oh!
is absolutely stunning. So,
Holy
are you
booba
ready to
physics.
restart? Use my link in the description below to begin your journey today. Thank you to Etheria Restart for sponsoring this video, and let's get right back into it. Despite being born at the Northern Farm, ownership of Cesario would soon be passed on to a collective of horse racing owners and trainers known as the Carrot Farm.
I knew it. I was like, is that Carrot? I'm starting to learn the silks of the. I know of the Shaddai one is the Stagel one, right? The yellow and black stripes, and then you have Sunday Racing, you have Silk Racing, and then you have Carrot. Those are the only 4 that I know.
This acquisition of
Oh, and then you have Fujita's, like, I think is it Fujita's owner silks? I don't know.
Cesario would bring her directly into contact with Katsuhiko Sumi, who would act as her trainer for the duration of her career that followed. Katsuhiko, compared to other trainers we covered in past videos, was a relatively new trainer, acquiring his certification in the year 2000, and officially becoming a trainer the next year. Prior to his
So I wonder how you become a JRA trainer, right? Like I know Ryuji Wada is a trainer now, right? TML Pro's former jockey, and like, I know in the Umamusume thing, and I know like how severely difficult it is for people to pass it. Like, I wonder is there like a program in Japan for like Japanese students? So like kind of like I think there's like a program for in America that has like, a program for like people who want to go into the horse industry, something like that. I wonder if Japan has that too. Because is it are they just like former jockeys or former like grooms and like like assistant trainers or like personnel? Like, are there no like students or like again degrees for that? That would be interesting.
establishing his own stable, Katsuhiko was an assistant trainer who had joined the JRA in 1986. Despite only recently becoming a trainer in the last few years, Katsuhiko quickly became a notable name at the Rito Training Center. Unsurprisingly, due to Cesario's
Why are most of the most successful courses in Rito and not Miho? Which is weird because like when you hear about the training centers, at least from my perspective, it's always Miho because it's the bigger one, right? But like I think more successful horses came from the other one, Rito. So
Pedigree,
that's interesting.
expectations were high for her.
What's the
perform in her
difference,
racing
man?
Career that followed. Cesario's trainer had originally planned for her to make her debut in the summer. However, early on in her career, she developed a sudden presence of ligamentitis.
Oh,
Instead of pressing onward, it was decided to have Cesario remain at the
yeah,
stable
wait.
to undergo treatment in order to prevent any further complications.
Just wait.
After resting for several months, Cesario was scheduled to race in the 2-year-old newcomer race,
Dude, she looks like a really, really strong filly. Holy shit.
which would be held on December 25, 2004. Cesario will be paired with Yuichi Fukunaga, the jockey who would be Cesario's main rider for all but one race.
Oh,
Yuichi is the son of Yoichi Fukunaga, a jockey whom many regarded as a genius on the racecourse. Yoichi would claim his first G1 victory in 1971, and by 1978, he'd secure 131 total victories in his career. In 1979,
oh
Yoichi would
shit.
suffer an injury after falling off a Mary Joy in the Mainichi Cup on March 4th.
Oh,
He was rushed to the hospital, and though made a full recovery, he decided to retire in 1981. With big shoes to fill, it was time for Yuichi to follow in his father's footsteps. To no one's surprise, Cesario was amongst the top 2 fan favorites to win her debut. Cesario would pull ahead of her competitors in the final homestretch, claiming her first victory on the track despite a rough start to her 2-year-old year. Cesario will win this race by 1.5 lengths over the second place recipient Dantsu Queen. After completing their first race together, Fukunaga recounted that Cesario was a natural running horse. She was incredibly comfortable to ride, and he had faced no issues alongside her with this victory debut. With this, Cesario would end her first year of racing undefeated, preparing for her greatest challenge to come in her 3-year-old year. Not even a month after her debut, Cesario will compete in the Oka Show, an ungraded race which would take place on January 5, 2005. Cesario will be the 4th fan favorite to win this race, with the number 1 slot belonging to Admire Fuji. Fuji was a descendant of Admire Vega,
oh.
only adding to boost the horse's reputation. On top of that, for this race,
Oh, of course.
Fuji would be jockeyed by Utah.
Of course. She's gonna be jockeyed by John Horse Racing.
Take. As the race began, Cesario would quickly advance near the front of the pack, chasing down the current 3rd place position. Maintaining her pace, Cesario would advance once more in the final leg of the race, closing the wide distance that was formed between her and Admire
I
Fuji.
love her design.
Pushing ahead of Fuji, Cesario would ultimately claim victory with the neck over the fan favorite. Being a race of a longer would ultimately claim victory with the neck
She kind of looks like Special Week for a split second there. I don't know if that was on purpose, but
over the fan favorite. Being a race of a longer distance,
I love her design, dude. I like when really nicely drawn characters wear all white.
winning the Oka Show would only raise the expectations
And it's not cheesy and it's not too much.
for Cesario when the time came for her to compete in the Triple Tiara. There was a lot of time between then and that point, and seeing this opportunity, once more, Cesario would be allowed to rest for
Aw.
a short period between
Dude, she is waifu material.
January 10th and March 18th, 2005. On March 19th, Cesario will compete in her first state-graded race, the GG Press High Flower Cup.
Flower Cup.
Cesario was
Oh wait, is this the I know Exceed I know Exceed is going that's her comeback race, right? Like Equinox's like full sister. It's soon. It's very soon. Right? Oh, by the way, I saw somebody comment that you should be excited because she's coming like and she this no offense, but this guy commented on a comment that I replied to where I said, "Oh yeah, I know of that." And then anyway, Flowers Day. Oh,
overwhelming
I hope she does well, Exceed. Uh Whether or not she wins is yet to be seen because again, from a somewhat serious injury. I just hope she finishes safely and without any further injuries.
fan favorite to win her first graded race, sitting at a 1-4 odds. Unlike her previous
By the way, just to touch on the comment again, I'm not bashing anybody. I'm just saying that it is a bit odd from my perspective, where I already said that I am aware of certain thing, and then somebody tells me that I should be aware of certain thing. Just saying, right? Like just common sense.
Previous races, there was a lot on the line when competing at the Flower Cup.
She's stacked. Sorry.
With
I
intent to
just
compete in the Triple
it's true,
Tiara
okay?
races in the coming months, this would be Cesario's gateway to facing serious competition on the track. Just like before, Cesario would hang near the front of the pack for this race as well, leading the race in second and third place. As the
There she
contenders
is.
approach the final homestretch, Cesario once more would display monstrous strength in her final spurt. Closing the gap rapidly, she'd easily pass the leading horse, Slew Rate, and distance this horse by several lengths, claiming her third victory at the Flower Cup by 2.5 lengths over by
Can
several.
we see that
She'd
again?
easily pass the leading horse, Slew Rate, and distance this horse by several lengths.
He keeps
claiming her
going
third
and going
victory
and
at the
going
Flower
and going.
Cup by 2.5 lengths over Slew Rate. Not only has she remained undefeated, but Cesario continued to display these strong capabilities backed by her extensive pedigree. Both Cesario and Fukunaga have been together since her debut, and a clear bond had been formed from each victory they seized together. A sudden roadblock would form for Cesario. Bond had been formed from.
I have a question for you guys. Are these like, I know some of these are flowers. Are these fresh, or are some of these like cloth?
Each victory they seized together.
I know some are like ribbons and shit, but like, are these mostly flowers, or is there like cloth and ribbons and shit?
A sudden roadblock would form for Cesario on April 10, 2005, as she entered the gate for the first leg of the Triple Tiara, the Oka Show. Fukunaga had not only jockeyed Cesario in 2004 and 2005, but also was a main jockey for Rhinecraft, one of 3 horses who would be Cesario's main rivals. Fukunaga had ridden Rhinecraft in the 2004 Fantasy Stakes and the Phillies Review in 2005. Due to his history with Rhinecraft, Fukunaga was set to be the designated jockey for the Oka Show, a prior obligation that Fukunaga had to uphold. It is not uncommon in Japanese horse racing for a jockey to have multiple horses he rides during a specific season. If said jockey is the stable's primary pick or dedicated jockey for a certain horse, they must uphold that title. Due to this, Cesario will be jockeyed by Minoru Yoshida. Yoshida notably jockeyed Tokai Pulsar, a descendant of Tokai Teo in 2002. Despite the sudden change in jockeys, Cesario was still the fan favorite to win this race, with Rhinecraft being the second pick overall.
Yeah, that's hard because they already have chemistry. That you have that synergy there, and then you're just gonna change it last minute, which is hard.
Alongside Rhinecraft stood 2 others who would be seen as fierce competitors to race against Cesario. These would be Daring Heart and Air Messiah. These 3 horses are depicted in Umamusume as Cesario.
By the way, Air Messiah, Daring Heart, this is Air Messiah. Daring Heart's voice actress is so animated in those like videos, like the concert videos.
Main rivals, and the main thing standing between her and the Triple Tiara. Cesario would start the race and slowly settle mid-pack for a majority of the race that followed. Unlike her previous races, she wasn't leading straight out of the gate. Passing the final corner in 10th place, Cesario would chase after Rhinecraft, displaying the fastest acceleration time of any other horse. Despite Cesario's strong acceleration and her ability to catch up to Rhinecraft, she'd ultimately lose by a head, both to her rival and her main jockey. Following this race, Yoshida would later admit that his positioning when riding Cesario was entirely off, and that he wasn't able to get into the flow of the race at the Oka Show. He blamed the loss on his inability to properly pace and position Cesario, and commanding her to spurt far too late in the race. Despite the unfortunate circumstances which led to her first loss, Cesario would find herself reunited with Fukunaga from this point onward, and her trajectory for her legacy would take a sharp shift from here. Losing the
So that means Fukunaga was her jockey in America, right?
Oka Show, the ability to become a Triple Tiara winner was now out of reach. Just like the classic Triple Crown, a filly can only participate in the Oka Show.
Yeah, but still go for the other 2 classics.
Also known as a Yushin Himba, and Shuka Show in their 3-year-old year. In Umamusume, this is Cesario's dream, to be a Triple Tiara winner and cement herself in history, aiding to train other young and aspiring Umas who follow in her footsteps.
Dude, she's so...
Cesario truly feels that
I'm
with
gonna
such
pull
a
for her.
strong
There we go.
reputation, she will be able to act as a guiding light for generations that'll come long after her. Umamusume's version of Cesario also comes from a family of trainers and racers, only acting to motivate her drive to achieve her dream further. Not only will she be remembered, but by extension, her parents as well for raising such an outstanding Umamusume like herself.
You mean
Ironically
Special
enough,
Week?
following in Special Week's footsteps, Cesario wouldn't leave her mark by winning the tiara, but by doing something much greater. On May
Damn.
22nd, 2005, Cesario participated in the Japanese Oaks, the second leg of the Triple Tiara series. Unlike the Oka Show, the stage was set for Cesario to be a top contender to win this race. Her main rival, Rhinecraft, as per her owner's decisions, withdrew from the Japanese Oaks due to the distance of the race.
Why?
The Oka Show was a 1,600-meter race, and all of Craft's previous races would range from 1,400 to 1,600 meters. The 2,400-meter distance of the Japanese Oaks led her owners to instead register Rhinecraft for the NHK Mile Cup, which would be held on May 8, 2005.
So she's a miler.
This allowed Fukunaga to both fulfill his obligation to Rhinecraft while still being able to jockey Cesario at the Oaks. Unlike Rhinecraft, Cesario's pedigree made her a top contender to win this race. Even with the absence of Rhinecraft, Cesario still needed to beat Air Messiah to claim victory. As the race began, Cesario found herself at the back of the pack, being third from dead last at the start of the race.
Oh shit.
Unsurprisingly, being a fan favorite to win, Cesario was quickly marked and many competitors acted to advance and block her as the race continued. There was an opening from the far outside, and seeing no other option, Fukunaga commanded Cesario to advance near the final corner. Down the final straight, just like with the Oka Show, Cesario would display a monstrous spurt, advancing from 12th place all the way to the front of the pack.
Does she have enough gas?
Messiah and Aishin Tender, Cesario would break away and squeeze a victory at the Japanese Oaks.
Oh, okay.
This would not only be a monumental accomplishment, with the Oaks being Cesario's
She lost by head, she won by
victory,
head. That's cool.
but also because it will be the first time an offspring of Special Week would secure a G1 win. Cesario quickly became a rising star in Japanese horse racing, and seeing the prospect to display her capabilities, Cesario's owners would plan to have her compete on a global scale. Carrot Farm, after the victory at the Japanese Oaks, decided to register
Okay, question. I'm being a bit of a dick here. Should have orange silks if you're Carrot Farm. I'm just,
Cesario to compete.
The silks are good though. It's just,
in the American Oaks. At this time, Japan wanted to continue expanding their international influence, showing the world that horses bred and trained in Japan could be fierce competitors against the most elite horses worldwide. In 2004, another attempt was made to have Japan seize victory at the American Oaks. However, the horse participating, Dance in the Mood, would place second overall.
Oh, hey, good try.
And a very close chance for Japan to claim victory. It would serve as a stepping stone to pave the way for Cesario. Information was gathered from the staff of Kazuo Fujisawa, Dancer's trainer. Japan was serious on making a statement on a global scale, and through previous defeats, their intent was set to do as much as they could to ensure a Japanese victory. Initially, Cesario was set to race alongside Dia de la Novia, the horse who would place third at the Japanese Oaks. Cesario and Dia were very close, so hopes were high that the transit to America and the training that followed would go smoothly. Sadly, before both horses were set to depart, a fracture was discovered on Dia, causing her to pull from the American expedition. This left Cesario to travel solo, and surprisingly, she behaved very well during the trip to America and the brief quarantine that followed.
Hey, that's good.
Arriving at the end of June, Cesario was given the opportunity to acclimate herself to unfamiliar surroundings. Cesario's arrival and training garnered a lot of attention from the Japanese media. Several photographers and reporters had also ventured to the States in order to potentially cover a historical race should Cesario come out on top. The American Oaks would pit Cesario against the strongest group of horses that she'd ever faced in her career. The leading American horse was Melhor Einda, an undefeated turf mare who would be nicknamed Super Filly.
Oh
Alongside
shit,
Einda was 3 Degrees, who had
bro.
set a victory in a previous G2 graded race.
Damn.
On July 3rd, 2005, Cesario entered the racecourse with the entirety of Japan waiting to see her performance. Despite the odds being stacked against her, the Japanese people held hope that Cesario could bring Japan their first G1 victory on American soil. As the race began, Cesario exited the gate smoothly. Much like the early races of her career, Cesario was able to navigate to the front of the pack, hanging in 3rd place.
So okay, I have a question for those who are in the know. Like, I know for like the Kentucky Derby, there's like a Derby trail, right, for international horses, and there's a point system. Like when it comes to these other I would assume big races in other countries, like how can foreign horses join? Like, do they need to have like a certain amount of money already won, or do they need to have like a certain amount of like graded races that they've won? Tell me in the comments below because I'm very curious. Because like the only thing I know is like, oh, if you win, you know, the UAE Derby, for example, that's 100 points, and you're pretty practically in the Kentucky Derby. Or, like Forever Young, had his ticket punched, quote unquote, uh, pending approval, with the Saudi Cup, right? Like he's in the Breeders' Cup Classic. That's like that's yeah. So like when it comes to like this, like the American Oaks, like how does a foreign horse get in?
Following the
Anyway,
first corner. After the 3rd corner, Cesario took the lead, once more displaying a strong spurt as they entered the final
damn.
homestretch. The interesting thing about this race is the fact that Cesario wasn't going to win by a head, not by a nose, or
Oh,
by
she's
mere
gonna gap him,
centimeters.
huh?
This time, Cesario would break away fully, and as the world watched her, she would make history.
That's what I mean. Melora Yinda is 8 lengths from the Japanese superstar Cesario.
Oh,
Cesario past mid stretch. She's running him off.
oh, she's gone. She is gone.
Single east. Melora Yinda might get into second, but no way does she catch the winner.
Yeah, that's
Cesario wins the 4th American Oaks. Melora Yinda solidly defeated in second. Singley's 3rd, and 3 Degrees finished 4th.
Domo arigato, Cesario.
Okay.
Takes the 4th
Okay,
winning
buddy.
of the American Oaks, and for the first time since 1959,
That's insane.
a Japanese horse comes to the United
Wait,
States.
since 1959?
1959,
Oh.
a Japanese horse comes to the United States and wins a stakes race, and not
That's
just
almost
any
5
stakes race,
oh my
the
God.
Grade 1 American Oaks.
Cesario had not only broken away from the pack,
Dude,
but
she
won
gapped.
the race by 4 lengths over Einda, setting a record time
Is
of
that
1
just?
minute and
That
59
looks like
seconds.
I don't know. I'm stupid,
Cesario
but
had
that looks
left
more
her
than
mark
4.
on the racing world by winning the Triple Tiara in Japan, but instead, she had done something even greater. She had brought home the first G1 victory on American soil, something that hadn't been done in the last 50 years of Japanese attempts.
That's insane.
Her dreams had been realized, and through this race, as commentators had announced, she had been deemed as Japan's superstar racehorse. Many
That's
American
why.
fans initially disregarded Cesario due to her
That's
running off
why.
at full speed in the pre-race prior to the American Oaks. Though this was normal in Japanese racing, it wasn't seen too often in America. To many, it seemed like Cesario would just be fast out of the gate, and eventually be passed up as the race continued. However, as shown in this historic victory, that wouldn't be the case. One attendee of the American Oaks stated the following when recounting Cesario's victory. No one had ever seen a Japanese horse who looked like her. She was a magnificent specimen.
She
just
looks
a
good.
powerhouse of a horse who seemed to dwarf her opponents. I've never seen a horse run off that fast and for that long. I immediately tossed her as I would any horse who ran off like that. But when she blew by the leaders and coasted home to win by 4 lengths, I was convinced. We were looking at something special, and this changed my perspective of Japanese horses competing in America. Unsurprisingly, this victory led Cesario to be named as the best 3-year-old mare in the year 2005.
Nice.
And with this international victory, plans were quickly made to have Cesario continue her dominant chain in future races around.
So she's around 2005. So she's the same age as Deep Impact, huh?
The world. The original plan was to have her race in the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Turf.
Yeah, why not?
However, past injury came back to dismantle
Oh,
that plan.
fuck.
After returning to Japan, once more, Cesario was diagnosed with ligamentitis.
Fuck.
Due to this, Cesario's plans to race were cancelled, and she was allowed to take a long rest at Northern Farm. In the months that followed, the prospect was there to have her race again. She was showing promising progress in recovery, so plans were made to have her race in the Victoria Mile and Asia Mile Challengers in Hong Kong. The Asia Challenge is a series of races held throughout the first half of the year. Needless to say, Cesario had a lot of races to prepare for. During the process of conditioning Cesario for these races,
Dude, she's a
her
really
condition
good-looking
was sharply
filly.
worsened. Instead of pushing Cesario to race internationally, like we've seen many horses
Oh,
do in past
no.
videos, Cesario's trainer and handler would instead decide to allow Cesario to retire. This not only left a lot of Japanese fans devastated at the sudden retirement,
I mean,
but
if
also
it
made
keeps
a lot of
coming back,
American
right?
fans wonder how far Cesario would have gone. To many American viewers who had witnessed the Oaks' victory, Cesario was just getting started,
Yeah.
and had so much potential to show her strength in future international races.
So if she didn't get injured, or she didn't have that lingering injury, right, that keeps coming back, going to the Breeders' Cup, is it Phillies and Phillies and Mares Turf? Like, if it's going to be the same crop that she beat, I would assume. I wonder what the European contingent had around this time, like, because, like, I feel like Europe every decade has that super filly that just bodies everybody. So I was wondering, like, 2005, gang, who was the super filly of Europe in 2005? If there's one that year,
Cesario's retirement
that
not
would be a
only
good, like,
prevented further
matchup.
injury for the filly, but also allowed her final race to be a historic
Yeah.
victory. And
Very,
her
very
career
nice
at the American
race
Oaks.
to
In
retire
retirement,
from.
Cesario became a broodmare, producing 12 total foals. One of the most notable of Cesario's offspring would be Epiphanea, a Japan
Oh, okay.
Cup and Kika Show winner, who will go on to sire Daring Tack, a
Yeah.
mare who would claim the Triple Tiara undefeated in 2020.
Damn.
Sadly, during her 13th pregnancy, on February 27,
No!
2021,
God,
Cesario
no.
would pass away from a ruptured uterine artery.
Oh, fuck.
At the time of passing, Cesario was 18 years old. Due to the sheer amount of successful offspring she produced, Cesario was a renowned broodmare in the time of her retirement, carrying on her legacy to future generations to come.
Yeah.
In Umamusume, this is personified by Cesario's dream of inspiring other Umas through her accomplishments, and teaching them all she knew about the world of racing. Cesario would not only make history herself, but would also start a new generation that would cement their presence in the racing world. A racehorse whose original dream was
A
shattered,
racehorse.
but through
Damn.
the ashes would strive to achieve something much
She's already
greater,
won. She's already
bringing
established.
a
She's
historic
already done
victory
what she needed to
that
do.
Japan will never forget.
Yeah.
This was the story of Cesario, the Japanese superstar whose light shined brighter than anyone else, personified in Umamusume as an Uma with a clear goal and the determination to leave her mark in this world.
Dude, holy crap. That is a good video. I mean, I've already seen a few Pyrex videos, so, like, I've seen the Still in Love one. I've yet to watch this. Oh my god, 55 minutes. I am going to watch Pyrex's video about my wife, but not yet, because I mean it's in the list now, right? So it's gonna be maybe a few weeks from now, hopefully sooner. I can't wait for him to make part 2. Damn, part 1 is 55 minutes. Damn, holy shit. Anyway, amazing video from Pyrex as always. That is Cesario. Before I go, Game Torah, because I need to know. Why is that one? I need to know what type of character is she? Oh, she has wedding. Forehead. And then I do this because I'm stupid. I need to know the terms in global terms. Oh, power and wit. That's that's good. I'm not gonna lie, that's good. Aptitude, mild, medium. Okay, pace late. Can be end. I can work with that. I can work with that. Guiding C. If you're in the middle of a pack, 800-meter remaining, you will have a slight speed boost. 800-meter. Oh, okay. That's after the mid race. Okay. All I got. Switch over pro. So she's really mostly medium. Come what may. Increase velocity with well position or on a straight in the last spurt. Tension and release during the second half of the opening leg, your speed will slightly decrease. Then during the first leg of the final leg, your speed will break. Oh, what the fuck! So it's kind of like positioning yourself so you're gonna lose a bit of velocity and then you just fucking explode afterwards. That's pretty good. I can work with this, and she's good with like pace late and potentially. Holy shit! Well, it's the good thing about this is like there's no specific pace or late specific skill, right? It's just, I mean, aside from this, right, which is a good skill, not gonna lie. Late surger. Damn, I'm gonna okay. I'm gonna add her to the list. Anyway, that was Pyrex' video. I'll see you in the next one.